it's Quinn with PTSD while black. Um, so yeah, I want to talk about romance because I have recently started an affair and it's been great. I'm cheating on my husband and I'm really having a fun time. I'm I can't even do this with a straight face. I'm cheating on my husband with the universe and myself. I've fallen in love with me this week and it feels really, really good. I had to have a conversation with my husband because I was like, babe, I'm having an affair. Don't get upset, but you can never compare to this guy. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm falling in love with God, source, universe, all that is, and my higher self, my 80-year-old self. She's wooing me right now. And he's like, well, I can't compete. I guess I have to share you. I'm like, you don't have a vote in this. You don't get to share me. So it was just kind of a silly moment. But I've really been enjoying listening to love songs while doing my physical therapy this week because I'm trying to have a different relationship with my pain, my chronic pain, and a different relationship with my body, a different relationship with even like how I respond to the pain in my shoulder, and to see my arms as getting stronger, to see my back is getting stronger instead of being just resentful, angry, and separated from my pain of like being angry at my back. I've spent so much time. It's been 3 years with this chronic pain. I've spent so much of this time being angry, resentful, afraid of not knowing what's going on, and instead of being accepting and accepting that, okay, this is where we are, and accepting that my body's doing the best she can fucking do under these circumstances. Um, and to have a loving relationship with my body. So I've been enjoying um, making playlists of love songs, and you can find my love song playlist. I have a bunch of random playlists, but you can find my playlist on my channel. Um, but of songs that I see as either being songs that would be love song dedications from the universe to me, songs the universe would sing with me as a duet, or songs that I would sing with my body, like I got your back kind of stuff. And it's been like a real mood changer for me because I was badly depressed this week. Like having setbacks and letdowns this week, like talking about the doctor's appointments and stuff. And there's some things that I just can't control and I'm just having to let them go. Um, and I was just like, oh, fuck, I'm going to stay stuck in this situation, man. And I don't want to be stuck in this situation of crappy doctors and not knowing how the care of my body is going to go. And it was kind of cool that I was just waiting to pick my husband up from work one night, and I was just I was scrolling through the radio channels, and I found, like, I think it was like the Art LeBeau Love Connection or something like that, where people were calling in and making, love song dedications. And the song that started off with the love song dedications was Make It Last Forever. And I can't remember, I think that's Keith Sweat. I want to say it's Keith Sweat. It's a duet, and I was like, oh my god, that's perfect. So make this relationship last forever, having a spiritual relationship with my higher power. It's kind of a new idea, and I'm working with proteges in one of my support groups, and I kind of like was explaining to them that, like, when you get to this program, the whole thing, my whole role as your mentor is to introduce you to your higher power, get you two to shake hands, and then for the two of you to have this beautiful relationship to help you through your challenges, and for me to step out of the way, that I'm just here to introduce you. And so I'm like, oh, that's kind of a neat way to think about my own higher power. Now that we've been introduced, that we've been playful together as friends, and that it can be this beautiful, loving relationship. And so that was kind of the fun thing of like, what kind of songs would be songs from God, the universe, source, goddess as well. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And like this week, it was just because, especially since the concussion, I thought that I wouldn't be able to listen to music again. And so I'm getting to have music back in my life. I'm probably overdoing it and I should slow it down. But one of the song that had me crying, well, before we get to the song that had me crying, the song that had me laughing is I was on the way to one of my support group meetings on Sunday, and one of the radio stations, I was just scanning through stations, it was playing Backstreet Boys. Oh my god. See, I mix up Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. I think This I Promise You is by NSYNC, and the other song is Backstreet Boys. Um God. I just drew a major blank on the song. As long as you love me. I don't care who you are, where you're from, don't care what you did, as long as you love me. And I think that's kind of the relationship that I want to have with my highest self. Um, is a loving relationship, and with somebody who's able to forgive me for all the shit that I've done in my life. And that I can be forgiving of them as well. And in doing that, that I can be forgiving of others. Um, so yeah, that was just kind of fun. And so this week I've been like putting together that playlist, and the song that made me cry was because it's really easy for me as a woman and from my childhood to think of God as a man, but that was like the marriage of the two as a pagan, God and goddess, to even have her singing to me, which I identify more with goddess than I do with God, but I say God to make people comfortable, but whatever. Um, was Whitney Houston. I have nothing if I don't have you. And I just think it's like a beautiful, like that first line. Share my life, take me for what I am, for I'll never change all my colors for you. And take my love, I'll never ask for too much. Just all that you are and everything that you do. That line right there, just I started bawling. Because it was like as if Goddess is saying to me that, I'm going to be exactly who I am, and I'm just going to ask for all of you as you are. And it's just, that song just like provides kind of like a rich and balanced kind of relationship view with higher power. And I was just like, wow, that's a humanizing relationship. So that's the high that I've been on, is music. And being serenaded and having like the most beautiful love affair with the universe and my highest self. And it's been a blessing. And I can say, though my back still hurts, my shoulder still hurts, but the pain is much more manageable this week. I went to my psychiatrist because I was telling her like, hey, my insurance is going to end, so I don't know if we can continue working out a medication for dealing with the PTSD and everything. And she's like, do you realize the progress that you've had since you came in here 2 months ago? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you were stuttering like crazy 2 months ago. And I'm like, well, it comes and goes. And she's like, and you were walking horribly 2 months ago. You were in so much pain that you couldn't move. And then like, look at you now. Yeah, you're hurting. And yes, things are complicated. And yes, you still have like those very severe feelings of depression, but you don't have all that other stuff on top of it. So it's kind of like, it's good to have somebody on the outside to see the progress that I'm making, because I don't see it sometimes because I'm so close to the issue, and I'm like, oh gosh, it just feels bad. That cat just scared the shit out of me. Anyway, it's it's like, oh, I just feel bad. But it's like, no, this is a lot better, a whole lot better than um, what I have been going through. And so I can definitely say that there's progress. It's not perfect, but there's a lot of progress. And the fact that I can have this playful, romantic idea with God and the universe and all that is, um, I think it's a testimony to the progress that I'm experiencing in my life. So yeah, I'm grateful for that. All right, so I guess I'll say ciao for now, and until next time, peace.